Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I'm back for another Low Vision Spotlight game video. I learned about this game from my Twitter feed and YouTube feed, and it is another game that is kind of capitalizing on the Balatro craze, but this time we're taking it into making words. What if Balatro, but with Scrabble? It is called Wordatro. I mean, they're not even really hiding the homage to Balatro, which is fine. But yeah, so this time it's basically a run-based game. I'm not going to say roguelike because that kind of has its own connotation. But it is a run-based game, and you are trying to make words with Scrabble tiles. The main menu here, very nice, large icons. Interestingly, notice there's no like tooltips when I hover over. So if I don't really understand what these buttons are, like I'm guessing this is some sort of leaderboard or multiplayer thing. This is, I think, achievements. Of course, the play button's obvious, the settings button, and then your exit here. But let's go into settings, and I'm going to. There's not a ton here for accessibility settings, but really there doesn't need to be for the most part because the game itself is designed, the gameplay mechanics, the control methods. You can play with the mouse exclusively, you can play with the keyboard, you can play with a controller, I believe. And, you can drag and drop, but you don't have to. So there's no you don't have to drag and hold. So if you have a mobility impairment, whatever, it's okay. So they give you a lot of control options just right out of the gate. You can use a combination, mix and match, or either or. It doesn't really matter. I like the nice large mouse pointer. That is very excellent. I kind of wish they had like a dark theme overall, like where you had like you could make the tiles dark with light text, or they kind of made like a dark theme, kind of like how these little buttons are, where you have like you have the speed option, you have the interface, English, and what is the other one here? Okay, yeah, so dictionary, English. You have your sound here. I'll put the music on just a little bit. I had it off because this is again one of those games that I can play listening to podcasts or audiobooks. So I would turn the music just off. But it's kind of a zen sort of thing. We'll crank it up to about half. But it's sort of a chill vibe. Got your volume sliders, your graphic options, your keyboard and mouse. So again, you see how we have all kinds of different options here. You got your mouse, your keyboard. Maybe you don't support controller in this, I forget. But yeah, I mean keyboard and mouse, or keyboard or mouse. And this is a game that I think could be made accessible to blind players. I don't know how complicated it would be. Obviously you would need menu narration, and then you would need kind of a sequential way to navigate the tiles in the different areas of the screen. So we'll get into that when we get into the game. But these are your options, and you have their Discord icon down there on the lower left. So let's back out to our main menu and let's play. So on the left-hand side, you have your main game, your classic game. This is where you can choose, like, there's a tutorial difficulty mode, there's easy, normal, and then a couple above that. I've been playing on normal lately. I have beaten it on easy. I did finish a run, and in the easy run, it's 7. You have to go through 7 levels, and you see on the left here, I need to get 10 rounds. And I'm so mad because I had such a great running. I literally got to the 10th round thinking I had it, and then I just got robbed with the letters, and just everything just blew up in my face right at the end. And I've had that happen in Balatro too. Sorry about that. So yeah, I was this close to beating it on normal. Really ticked me off. And then on the right hand side, you have a daily challenge that you can play. You got your leaderboard of other players here on the right hand side. You have your play in the upper right for that. You have your play in the upper right of the left half of the screen for your classic. So let's just go into a normal game. And you see it zips on to the left. We start at level 1. And we need to get a goal of 60 points. And we have 2 energy, which is the lightning, and then 1 reroll. So if you get some really horrible letters and you just can't make words, you can throw away up to 3 letters at a time and hope you get better luck. So let's go ahead and play. So in the upper, again, this is pretty darn low vision friendly. You got your points, you got your multiplier, and then your overall points. So we have 2 rounds to play. On easy, you had 3, so it's a bit easier. And when I do hover over certain things, like you do get the little tool tips, unlike the main menu. And again, the text is pretty large and easy to read. Again, I wish there was a dark theme to this. That would be super cool. And this is where you put the letters to make whatever word you want to make, and then you click or hit spacebar when you're done. So on the bottom left, this is where your discards are. So if I want to dump some stuff, you got 0 of 3. So that's if I want to re-roll, I can do that. And yeah, so like it says I have 2 re-rolls above that. So we've got your tiles on the bottom. Just like Scrabble, you have a point value in the lower right hand corner. If you do need magnifier, let's say to read those little numbers or something, you can use magnifier. It works pretty well for that. And I think we just have regular tiles right now. But again, just like your Balatro or other games of this type, you will get special tiles with different properties. Like you'll get letters that are underlined or bold, and they will offer different multipliers. There are wildcard characters, like the star. There are exclamation marks I've discovered where they have their own sort of multiplier perks. So, and then on the right-hand side, or above the tiles here, you can basically randomize the letters into a different order to see if you can, spot some other word. And then, yeah, you can do like a reroll all. But so let's see what we got here. We got C, D, D, E, E, I, N, R, X. I would love to... Oh, I don't have a T. Because I would love to use that X, because the X is worth a few more points. And especially later on in the game, you want to watch the point values of your letters, because you can have the same letters, but sometimes different tiles will have different point values. Like an R one might be 1 point, and another one might be more points. So you got to be careful and watch those. Okay, I want to try to make a long word because we only have, again, 2 rounds here. So, trying to think of something. I don't have to use the X this time, but it'd be cool if I could. I mean, I could do deed, I could do died. And that might not be such a bad one because I could get rid of some duplicates. But that's not going to give me hardly any points. Wait a minute. Ooh, this will help. Okay, I think I got one. So I'll just go click these letters here. Okay, so D, E, C, I, D, E. Yeah. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. Yeah, son. Nice. All right, I beat it and I got it in one attempt. I didn't even need the second round. Hell yeah. Okay, so now round 2, it jumps up to 120 because of course it does. Now there are modifiers too, where if you get them, you will get extra energy. And again, that's what I had. I think at one point I had like 4 or 5 energy, so I didn't have to. I had more chances per round. So again, just like your run-based games, between rounds, if you succeed, you can get different perks. So I recognize some of these. Let's go ahead and just do magnifier so I can read these real quick. Let's see, what can we do? Ooh, +1 energy at the end of round. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's actually what I want because energy is a vital resource here. Okay, yeah. So, right, so now I start with 3 energy. So now I can make 3 words this round. So I've got a little more breathing room. Okay, and also the letters that I didn't use last time get carried over to the next round. So this time I have AEILNPRUXY. Oh boy. I mean, there's some good letters here. I should be able to make a pretty decent word. I'm just trying to think of anything that I could do. Again, I would love to use that X. Now you see, the P has got that yellow color. That is a bold letter, so that gives me a multiplier. And that triggers the letter and its tile more than one time. So I want to make sure I use that. I mean, I could do play. I would like to do a longer than 4-letter word if I could. I could do play, pray. I don't have an O. If I did, I could do like proxy, but I can't because I don't have an O. That's the hardest part about doing this while recording a video. Like, I'm trying to be fast and think of things, and I overlook words. I'll look at the letters if I watch this back and go, oh god, I could have made that word. So I feel like a dumbass. But let's see here. AEILNP. Okay, I could do plain. That's at least more than 4 letters. Yeah, that might be my best. P L A. Yeah, let's do IN. Let's do that one. PLAIN. Actually, isn't plainer a word? Like, I'm trying to think. Like a woodworking thing, isn't it? Let me just see. No, I thought there was like a tool that was something like that. Maybe this is a slang thing they called something, but I swear to God there was like a. I mean, no, that was spelled differently, I think. Okay, so I am 60 out of 120. We're halfway there. I have 2 words left I can make because you see we have 2 energy. But you see, because of that multiplier, we triggered that one letter twice. Okay, now we got B, C, D, E, E, R, T, U, X, Y. Oh boy. Okay. And the C is underlined, so we want to use that, because that's going to, again, give us a multiplier. Bleh. Oh, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the C, but, oh wait, I don't have an O. Oi! I was going to do boxy. Like it's got a boxy look to it. But I don't have an O. Okay. Beer. I could do beer. How could I use the C? So we have a C, okay, CR. We only have, oh God, we have two E's and a U for vowels. Oh, I know what we could do. Yeah, okay, yeah. C, a U, B, E, D. Cubed. That's a word. We got rid of that weird U. Oh, we're so close. See, we would have lost if we didn't get that third turn. But at least we're 110 now, so basically any word I should be okay. Okay, now we have E, E, O, O, R, 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 T, X, Y. Oh my God. Think we got enough duplicates and triplicates here? Well, I needed an O last time, and now I have two of them. Okay, we got to get rid of some of these doubles. Now, of course, I don't have my B anymore. I could do boxy, but I don't have my damn B anymore. I don't have it. Okay, let's just keep it simple. Let's use an R, O, O, T. Root. That'll get us there. And one of the O's was bolded, so. Yep. Alright, round 3. Now. Okay, now 240. But, okay, so now we got to choose another perk. What do we want? Let's see. We could get, 6 multiplier, but you have to have 6-letter words. I don't get that lucky that often. Let's see, 7 points. Okay, for each POINT triggered, so those are letters. That one isn't so bad. +1 multiplier. When a vowel is triggered. Interesting. Do I want a vowel bonus? Or do I want the letters POINT? Well, every word's got to have a vowel, so let's do vowels. Oh, okay, so that was only one time. It doesn't increase every round, so it's still, I get 3 chances. I have 3 lightning, so that's still better than 2. Okay, we have A, C, E, E, I, I-R-R-X-Y. And the C again is underlined. So, we do have a lot of vowels, so we need I wonder if that counts. R-A-C-Y. I don't know if it counts the vowel, because they say, you know, Y is sometimes a vowel and sometimes not. I don't know. Ooh, that did, well, 63, that wasn't great. But I got rid of that Y. All right, what do we got now? D-E-E-I-I-I, oh my God, N-R-R-X. Let's see. Okay, I could do, you know, okay, let's for the sake of time, even if I fail, D, I, N, E, R. That way I get rid of the duplicate R. Okay, we got diner. And you see how we got some, it lists little bonuses on that R up there. So unfortunately we didn't have any other special letters. They're not giving us some special tiles. So I hope we used a couple vowels. Okay, oh boy, 105 and I get to 240? Ooh, this is poopy. I don't think we're gonna, unless we get really lucky. I don't know we're gonna make this. E-E-E-H-I-I-R-R-X. Oh dear Lord. And well, we got a lot of vowels, but can I do anything with it? I mean, we could do H-E-R-E, we could do H-I-R-E. Those are probably our couple best options to get rid of some duplicates, and at least I get 2 vowels, but that's not going to be enough. I need a longer word. But I don't know. H. I mean, I got 3 I's, 3 E's. At least one is underlined. 2 R's and an X. There's not much I can do. And an H. So I guess, and it's not, you know, these letters are not what you would call high value either. Like H is what, 2 points? Oh, it's a 4, but I mean, I can do H, E, R, E, but that's not going to get enough. That's not going to be enough. There's not enough multipliers. Ugh. Yeah, so then it lists the words, shows you what you did, and you get the pathetic loser music. So, we'll go to our main menu here, and before we wrap up, let's do the daily challenge. We'll see how good, bad, or otherwise we do with that. Alright, you got to get 100, you get 2 energy, and 1 reroll. Okay, what do we get? A-I-I-L-N-O-S-T-T-Y. Okay, I should be able to do something halfway decent with this. Let's see. I could do nails. could I use one of those T's? Oh wait, Nails. I could do oh, ha 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 ha. TOASTY. Toasty. MK fans will like that. And it gives me a bunch of letters in my words. So, okay, well, wow, that only gave me 54. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, we got a italic A. Okay, oh, Jesus. AAAILMNNX. What is with X's today? Okay, well, again, I could do nail, I could do male, no E's, so I have two N's. The M is worth more points. I mean, N's are nice ones to have doubles of sometimes because you can do something NN, those you can do doubles of those sometimes in a word. I think male might be my best bet. M A, we get to use our special letter. I L. Yeah, I think that's our best bet. No! Really? Just under 100. What, 95? I was hoping that little bonus letter would have carried us just over the threshold. And I don't think there was anything I could have done for 5 letters. That's the sad part. But anyway, I mean that's what it is, that is Wordatro. And, it's kind of got the whole run-based thing. It's not quite as complex, unless there's a lot of tiles that I haven't unlocked yet. Special, you have the tiles, your bold, italic, your underline, your exclamation mark, your wildcard star character, and then you have your perks after each round if you succeed. So I don't know if I would call it as complicated as something like Balatro because, you had your cards, you had your a couple of different store areas of the screen between rounds, you had your planets, I forget even what it was, like all the different things that you had. But, it doesn't have to be that complicated. I think this strikes the balance quite well of, you have the complexity of you have to have a good vocabulary, and even better, you have to have the ability to spell well, which I don't know that I do. I've gotten way better at spelling in the past several years as an adult, because I know in high school I used to suck at spelling. But I am having fun with it, and it is like I said, I can turn the music down, turn the music off, and again, it works. If you're listening to the music, it works fine. It's kind of a chill, ambient soundtrack you have, but like I said, I have been known to. I was playing this listening to, I think it was the XR Access, the first day of XR Access. I was listening to that and playing this, the Symposium, and like I said, listening to audiobooks or podcasts. I'm always on the lookout for games I can play that are just sort of zen, because I love to read books, and I have a never-ending podcast feed, and so I need something to do multitask, or I can do both. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. You can follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, Blue Sky at Illegally Cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.